Alright, so today we have my Pixel 4 phone. The battery on this thing lasts for about 5 minutes. Oftentimes I unplug it, take it out, try to connect it in my car, and it's already dead. So I can't even use it for GPS plugged in my car. So it's gotten bad enough, we are going to try to fix it. So what I did was I ordered from iFixit. Good stuff, they got some fun things. But I ordered a full-on kit. Mainly I wanted to get the OEM battery, but I thought may as well see what they have for their kit. Let's see what we got. What else do we got? So we got repair tools, repair parts, and more repair tools. This, I'm assuming, is going to be that heating pad that they provide. iOpener heating pad. We got the opening picks. Comes with 6 of them. Use that to pry everything open. Set it aside. Repair parts. Huh. Pretty cool. Looks like we got a nice little dropper. Nice little tweezers. Here is the OEM battery. Here are going to be some of the tabs to reattach the battery. And this looks like the replacement glue parts. What else do we got in the repair tools? Okay. Interesting. Popped it open. We got more tweezers. Got a spudger. Like we got some torque bits. Here's a T5. Here's a T3. Phillips head. 00. Suction cup grabber. Holder for the screwdriver. Nice little spudger pliers. Okay, let's see what we're gonna have to do to get this done. For this particular phone, you access the battery instead of through the front panel, you go through the back panel. So this back panel here is gonna get us where we need to go. To get that accessed, we need to be able to take the seal. We're gonna have glue all the way around. We're gonna open up the glue here, heat it up. We're going to use these picks, we're going to pry it open, we're going to cut that glue. And we're going to do that along one side, the other side, and then we're going to do it along the top as well. They send us this nice little iFixit eye opener. This right here helps us to heat this up. Put it in the microwave 30 seconds and then you put it on there. Try to see what the temperature is the back here. We're currently sitting at 80 degrees on the actual edge. So about 120 degrees. This is Fahrenheit. You're in the 48 degree range is what you're aiming for Celsius to be able to get it to separate that glue so that you can start prying up on that. And we would be using this to pry up on that. 30 seconds. Place that on here. See how that does. 136 is the temperature of this. Basic rule of thumb is you want to go until it's too hot to touch. Don't want to go much beyond that because you will start damaging the electronics. I've never used one of the eye openers before, just out of curiosity. Let's take a break right there and see where we're at on the temperature. Temperature right now is at about 109. So let's put it back on. 110. Okay. Gonna keep it going. I'm gonna aim for that 120 range. All right, let's see what we got. It's kind of stalling out at that 110 range. This is at the 123. Touch that. All right, well, let's see what we got. Let's see if we can do it with this. I got the light on the left and I'm this-handed. So here we go. Pressure that on. And let's see if we can get it to come up at all. Nope. in it yet. Let's go back to the iOpener and leave that on there for a while. Still in that 110 range. Again, it's around that 120 mark is where this starts to release the glue. We're losing temperature. I can touch it, so I'm extremely pain neutral and don't feel a lot of pain, or there's something more to this, and yeah, I'm not getting any movement on that yet. All right, where I'm able to touch this, yeah, this needs to be, it's barely at the 120, so it's not going to be providing the heat. I'm going to go heat it up again. Let's give this a try and see if we can get it to work. Ooh, it's up to 194 now. That changed quick. Definitely too hot to touch. Alright. Don't want to misrepresent their device. Definitely don't want to overheat it. Oh, on the outside edge is in the 140s. That's too hot. Let's see how that does for us now. Make ours on. Suction cup close to the edge that I can get it. And let's see what happens when we pry up on that. Still not seeing any real gaps there. It may have just been the glass that was heated to that temperature from here. Imagine it dissipated that heat very quickly. Okay, we're going to do some more time. Just trying to use caution and not cause ourselves problems. Oh, no gapping, no lifting. Definitely feeling the warmth to it. Listen at the 109, 105 range after a few moments. Felt warmer to the touch. Let's give it some time. Again, that's the 140 range. That is surface temperature, not necessarily saying what the glue underneath the temperature is. Apply that here. And let's see if we can see any movement. I saw a little movement. Okay, let's see if we can pry that at the same time with getting these picks inside. Nope. But we're seeing progress. This is still too hot to touch, so I think we're good to continue. 24 minutes in. 24 minutes in, including the unboxing for a 30-minute to an hour recommended project. All this heat, my camera overheated. just seeing things. It's not actually separating at all yet. Okay, definitely barely warm to the touch after a few moments of that being off of there. 100 degrees. I can now touch this, but probably still don't want to go too much hotter. Alright, time for the hair dryer. See how this does. Okay, guess we're gonna learn some stuff. Pull up firmly. I feel like I'm definitely seeing movement now. Oh, yep. Definitely saw movement. Cutting the glue. Okay, and then go to the left hand side. And it wants us to use theirs. You know, I'm gonna say it. Let's just go this way and see how the blow dryer works compared to that. Maybe it softened it, just like when, you know, I open the jar in my pickles and my wife opens it after it because I loosened it. All right, let's check it out. So I'm trying to use caution because we have the glass and then we have the, there we go. I'm going to leave that one in there. Let's grab a new one. So, got the glass. I'm trying to heat up the glue under the glass. There we go. Slicing all of that. Bring this along here. Leave that one in here. We got 6 of these. We'll just keep some in there. I gotta say, so far it seems like this is far better. Let's try the next side. Alright, here we go. Come back around here to the bottom where we started. And that's pretty nice. That's slicing right through pretty right. Glue is definitely warmed up to the right point, just to make sure it doesn't re-adhere. And just curious what the temperature is up here. Hey, it's still reading in the 120 range. I think I'm going to try and do it without even heating up directly on there. Just using caution. Again, cutting through the glue only. Yeah, that actually did pretty good. We are separated. Well, it may just be me, but sure feels like that air dryer did a lot better than that iOpener right off the bat. Okay, gonna lift this up and rotate it so that we can still get that cable to remain connected. Now, next thing we need to do is remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws. just the one short screw. It's not too terribly bad. Remove the battery connector shield. Alright, it is just sitting on there. They recommend coming in from here. I kind of feel better about coming in from this side, but that's just me. They want us to go ahead and disconnect the battery now. We're going to disconnect the battery, then we're going to come up here, remove the shield up here to disconnect the back. So we can swap that out, mostly because this is a serious project to pull on these tabs and get those glue pieces to disconnect. Use the pointy edge of a spudger. Pry the battery connector straight up from the motherboard to disconnect the battery. Alright. Don't really want to pry. Let's see about getting that to pop. That popped just easily. Very nice. So this particular one, we're going to do this little cover here. That will separate this off for us. Alright. Tiny little screw. Stick into my fingers. They are saying to come from this side. I gotta say, the openings here are sure much cleaner to see from this side. Now we need to disconnect that cable. It looks like the same type of cable, and they are recommending to use the pointy spudger, and they're recommending it coming in from this angle to get to that. There we go. Disconnected the back glass. Next, we need to get these 4, 3, 1, 2, 3. These are the glue strips underneath for the battery. Pull on the yellow tab of the adhesive strip with steady force. If the adhesive becomes hard to pull, you can roll it around a spudger and continue pulling. Alright, so let's see here. Take this, see if we can disconnect that. There we go. And we'll start with that end one, just to see what this is like. Okay. Oh, look at that stretching. There you go. That feels a lot like a command hook. Nice sticky. Stretches it. As you stretch it, it pulls it and disconnects it. Wow. Definitely going a bit further than I expected it would, but let's keep it going. Like they recommended, I'm putting it on the spudger, pulling and still stretching. So it just disconnects a piece at a little bit at a time as it goes. Roll that up. Yeah, it's a pretty solid, firm pull that you're having to do. I don't know that I'd ask my wife to do this. She could, but it definitely is a bit tough on the fingers. I don't think that she would be a big fan of how much effort that was. There's one. Now that we know what that feels like, what that was, we got 2 more to do. Snap to remove, inserting an opening pick in the upper right edge of the battery, slicing the adhesive underneath. So up under here it says, it wants us to put that in here and slice that adhesive. Put that underneath, there we go. Insert that in there. Let's see if we can get this to slice down along there. Through most of that. Okay, let's see what we can do to pry this up and get under here. All right. Just trying to be careful. There we go. A little bit more firm pressure. We pulled it up and there's the strips of adhesive. So this one didn't even come loose. This one didn't come loose. Huh. Well, good to know. But 1, 2, and 3 in these directions. So we'll see how that goes back together. So here is the old battery and here's the glue strips. 2 strips of the same size, I would assume are the 2 that we're going to put in here. Yep, sure enough, those are right in line with each other. So we'll just put them straight along here. Very, very technical is what that's who I am. Just precision is all what I'm all about. This piece here. Peel that up, put this the same way as we had there. Give it a little bit of a gap there just because. Just don't want to underlap it too much. There we go. All that.
Is that your phone?
Yeah, that's my phone, buddy. Does it look cool?
Yeah.
Does it look like it's gonna work well?
Yeah.
Does it look like we should probably not be using my phone for a bit?
Yeah.
Alright. Here we go. Putting this back in. Curious how much issue this is going to have putting that other connector in. I need to make sure I got the right spacing. So I'm going to shift it to the right just a little bit. Make sure that that's... There we go. Everything feels like it's in place. Stick those down. 1, 2, stick this down. Alright, so we're going to need to put that on later, which is this here.
Wait, you're gonna
So
put...
that's pretty straightforward as far as where it goes.
Wait, so you're gonna put the phone case on way back?
I'm going to put this glue piece on to go around here, so I got to pull all this glue off of here. Alright, so I followed all the instructions and put it back together in reverse like we did. The hardest part of the entire process was to get the glue cleaned off. Had to scrape, had to use alcohol just to be able to wipe all that glue off. It actually took about an hour, hour and a half just to clean all that off. Then I applied the new gasket, very simple, new glue strips. I was done, put it all back together, just the same as the instructions said to go backwards. And right now you can see 8:36, it's most of a week later. I've been working with this, playing with it, and using it on a daily basis, and it's back to where it was when I first bought it. It's at 81% right now. There you go, 81% on the battery. And at 81%, I've used this phone all morning. I had a nice lazy morning watching videos from YouTube and other places, just in my bed while I was relaxing and trying to decide what I needed to get done today. Did some research and tracked some stuff down. 81%, this used to be before the change about 5 minutes and the battery would go from 100% to 0 and shutting off. So definitely a win. Good times.